Jackson, just talk a little bit about your season. I know you guys had a great run, won a state championship. Talk a little bit about that and how you feel like you did personally.
Yes, sir. We had a great season. I ended up 44-15, won the state championship against Spanish Fort, just won the past 3 state titles. I felt like I had a great high school season. Came in halfway through the season, recovered from my ACL injury. I ended up going 9-1 in 10 starts. I showed a lot of improvement since the summer. I'm looking forward to coming to South Carolina.
And talk a little bit about the process of coming back from that injury. Did you know that you were going to be able to pitch this year? And you know, how tough was it to come back from?
It was such a significant injury. I was really nervous about it, but just all the days I spent working so hard to get back, and it just enabled me to focus. And when I got back to the game, when I get on the mound, I'd focus so much more. I was so much more successful on the mound. I was able to bring home a championship.
All right. And you know, what were you most proud of personally in the advancements in your game throughout the season? When you look back at your first start and then coming back, going all the way through the season, what were you most proud of the way you improved?
The first time I went out there, God, I was rusty as I could be. But my mechanics were off. But I didn't lose my cool. I kept working hard. Kept working for my goals I had for us. And I progressed each time. And when it got to be crunch time in the area games, I really started to tighten it up, and I did really well.
And for those of us who haven't seen you pitch, just talk a little bit about what kind of pitcher are you. Talk about your repertoire. You know, when you got guys set up with 2 strikes, how do you get them out?
I'm a really aggressive pitcher. I live on the corners. I'm always low in the strike zone. I throw a 2-seam fastball that I throw it a lot, but I'll do different things with it. So I throw it from 3/4 arm slot, but sometimes I'll drop down to get it to drop a little. I try to get ground outs. So I mean, sometimes some games I'll have a low strikeout rate. Sometimes I'll have a high. I really don't worry about getting strikeouts. I just try to get 3 outs as fast as I can.
And you know, now that the season's over and you're kind of assessing where you are going into South Carolina next year, what are some of the things you feel like you need to improve on?
This is with my off-speed pitches. I throw them for strikes and everything, but I'd like to get a little more. What's the word I'm looking for? Consistent with throwing strikes with that, and I think if I did that, it'd make my life a lot easier as a pitcher.
And you know, going into South Carolina in the fall, what do the coaches kind of see as your role? What do you kind of see for yourself going forward?
I'm a little unsure right now if I'm going to come in as a starter, a reliever, a closer, but I want to go in and try to work and become a starting pitcher.